Hey guys, how you doing tonight? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, back with another painting video. In front of me, I have a scraped 16 by 20 by 1.5 inch. I was doing a straight pour and, it just wasn't working for me. So, I wanted to do a Dutch pour in the first place, so it serves me right for changing my mind. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We are going to do a Dutch pour. So in lieu of, the grayish purple you see scraped on the canvas, my base coat is going to be black. And I will be using some darker purples, Bordeaux red and azo yellow, pearl pink, and a TLP to kind of make up our Dutch pour. So if you give me a second to flood this and get the bubbles popped, I will meet you back here in just a moment and we will get started. Okay, we are flooded, we are popped, and we are ready to go. All right, so for our Dutch pour, the first color that is going to go down, just to give us a rough idea, just to kind of shape this out, is going to be the Permanent Blue Violet by Amsterdam. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show up, against the black, but I do try and want to get in some really deep, rich purples and violets if I can. So, I guess we will just start like so, and I'll tell you what, why don't we all right, I think that looks pretty good. I like that shape. Okay, so next going down is going to be the Artezza in the Bordeaux red. I happen to think that a deep red against a deep purple look, I think it looks really good together. And we all know how dark this Bordeaux red dries. All right. So for some added contrast, I have the Azo Yellow Deep by Amsterdam. Okay, purples and, oh, I think I got a clog. Purples and yellows work very well together. Being complementary colors. And if I get a little bit of orange, I am not mad at that either. All right, so next going down, this is the Deep Violet by Liquitex. Now, I wanted a dark, opaque color really for the next thing that's going to go down, which is the TLP in the Shimmer. I always forget which one it is, but it is the Shimmer, which is like an interference green. Oops. All right, a little heavy-handed there. So I think this next to the black is going to look really, really good. Okay, so next, the Pearl Rose by Artezza. Now, I like this color a lot. It's a good kind of mid pink. It's not, it's not bubblegum, but it's also not, like fuchsia. All right, and then lastly, this is the Pearl Royal Purple by Artezza. Which, again, it's just a really nice kind of rich light purple. Okay, so let us give this a torch. All right, now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this way first, and then we will go from there. So, Drew Barrymore, let's get to work. Okay. Wow, that turned out really, really cool. Okay, there are a couple things that I do want to tweak. Obviously I got to figure out what to do about this. Okay, because I just lost all of my paint. All right, and I am going to start by scraping the edges because I don't want to lose too much of the composition while I am, fiddling. And then that way I can just go back and re-scrape. Okay. So I'm just blowing onto the little cells to see if I can't expand them to just kind of fill in some of this space. Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. I love how much the shimmer showed up. I think the interference green looks really, really great up against the stark black of the background. And I'm just using my breath to try and sculpt some of these branches. Just try to get them not to be so straight. All right, now I think for right here, what I am going to need to do is employ my palette knife, and I am going to try and trick the eye. You know, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a very faint outline of the shimmer, okay? So if I can take my knife and maybe drag some lines of color up, you know, that gives the eye something to look at as opposed to just negative space. And it's really subtle, but you know, it it gets the job done. All right. All right, I have to say, I really like how this turned out. I like that the yellow is coming through. Well, I'll show you, let me bring you down for, you know, the wet results, and then you can see what this looks like from my vantage point. So let me bring you in. Okay, so as you can see, I did a little bit more fiddling, just kind of bringing some lines over to just try and connect, you know, this branch, and, you know, just made real subtle, you know, drags of color, just like I said, to kind of trick the eye. You know, I love that there is a little bit of lacing, you know, nothing too crazy. But what I am most excited about is how well the interference green is showing up. I think that these colors together, this has a very kind of ethereal, you know, like this is something you might find swimming in an abyss somewhere. So I am really quite pleased with how this turned out. So let's see how it dries. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining me for another tutorial video. I had a lot of fun with this. I love how the colors turned out. I can't wait to see it dry. If you are new and you know, you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe and that like, or you know, hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload new content. You know, all of my stuff is for sale. You can find my portfolio on my Facebook and Instagram art pages at Bear's Den Acrylic Art. You can email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com. And yeah, so like I said, I can't wait to see how this dries. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Although it's Friday right now, I'm not sure when this will get uploaded, maybe Sunday. But, you know, time will tell. So have a good weekend / I hope you had a good weekend. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye. Okay, friends. Well, you can see that this piece is now dry. I love how this Dutch pour turned out. I love that the Pearl Royal Purple kind of takes center stage, and it is complemented by the Pearl Pink or the Pearl Rose by Artezza. I love that the interference green is so prominent, the Shimmer from TLP. So yeah, this looks like something that would be swimming you know, in the depths of the ocean. So I am really, really pleased with how this dried. Good stuff.